Hello there, this is Brian, and here is Maverick, and welcome to another one of our outdoor adventures. We have another exciting adventure for you today where we will be hiking along another section of the Delaware Canal Towpath. If you enjoy this video, you could really help us out by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for future content. We will be starting from the Virginia Forrest Recreation Area just south of Lumberville on the Pennsylvania side and hiking clockwise in a loop around the Delaware Canal. This is a really nice little recreational area with picnic benches and lavatories and an old canal lock that you can explore. There's just really something calming about this hiking path on a summer afternoon in Pennsylvania. It can get a little sunny and the shade is limited, so be sure to protect yourself while out here from those pesky UV rays. As I mentioned in a previous video on the Delaware Canal, there are a plethora of interesting sights to see, including so many old Bucks County houses and buildings from the 18th and 19th century, and it can just really take you back into another time. And coming up ahead is going to be some of those buildings, and I'll try to display these and give a better view as we go along here. I don't know a lot about the history of many of these buildings, but they sure are definitely something to look at. Now, these first ones up here, these are newer for the most part, I believe, although not that new, but really beautiful nonetheless. I just can't imagine just living along here, waking up along the Delaware. And the closer we get to Lambertville up here at the bridge, the older these houses tend to get. These are some old inns and restaurants that nestle right up along the bridge. And we're coming up here to Lambertville, and there is a lock which we can take a better look at. Now, the Delaware Canal changes elevation as it flows from Allentown to Philadelphia, so a series of locks were used to maintain an adequate water depth. The water itself is relatively still, and mules pulled canal boats along the side towpath, hence the name of the walk run today, the Delaware Canal Towpath. And as mentioned in a previous video, this canal was built in the beginning of the 19th century and was in continued use just past the dawn of the 20th century. And of course, it went into disuse with the increased use of the railway system, which was quite extensive throughout Pennsylvania. We're not that far from Reading with the famous Reading Railroad Company and so many others out here as well too. And we're going to cross back over here and head back into Lambertville. This is actually a really beautiful ride and drive too. They have a road, the river road, that follows the Delaware Canal all the way up along each side from Allentown, further down to Morrisville, Pennsylvania and beyond, and it's just a really beautiful drive. So it was a bit of a hot day, so we decided to take a break here and head into this beautiful, wonderful, delicious little ice cream shop to get a snack for myself and for Maverick. All right, sit. Down. Oh boy. Up. Sit. 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 You gonna sit? Maverick, sit. Do you want this or no? You like fool me once, all right? Sit. Paw. Oh, you're such a good boy. And with that, it's time to get back on our hike. And I mentioned we're here in Lumberville, and we are going to cross over this footbridge to the other side. This is a walking bridge only, and really some great views of the Delaware here. And there's also a nice little park on this side as well. Bulls Island Recreation Area. A lot of activities. There's a dock that you can take down into the Delaware, and this leads into the Jersey side of the towpath. There's not as much to see on this length of the Jersey towpath. It's mostly surrounded by woods, and still gives a really great peaceful experience. I do find that they maintain these trails a little better. Coming up on our right here is an overflow. When the canals do fill up with too much water, there are spillways that allow the water to drain back into the Delaware, of course. Now, coming up on the left here is Prallsville Mills. This is an old historic building and millwork and local park on the Jersey side. They often have lots of different activities here. They have quilt sales, historical demonstrations, beautiful views of the Delaware as well as the lock system here too. Definitely, if you have some time, makes for a great little day trip just to come out here and hang out in this park. It was a little crowded today, but I guess that's expected with people being cooped up in their house with Corona and whatnot. And you can see here we're starting to return to civilization here with houses appearing on our left. We're entering the small town of Stockton on the Jersey side. Nice little town, some little restaurants. It's a little overshadowed by some of the larger surrounding towns, which are more touristy, but still quite a bit of charm in this little town here. Sitting outside this cafe, just watching people walk by, and it's always nice to do just to sit back, just relax, especially in a nice hot summer day. Just watch people walk by, and well, enough lollygagging around. Let's head out and cross over to Center Bridge. Center Bridge is on the PA side, and once again, it's a small little town up along River Road. Was able to take some beautiful pictures here of the Delaware River overlooking or looking from the bridge. There's actually a really nice restaurant that I went to with a friend of mine, the Center Bridge Inn. A little pricey, but really amazing food. And we're finishing up here, heading back toward our starting point. Again, some really beautiful houses up here. I wish I had taken a couple shots of this one huge house, but I failed to do that. But again, just walking along here is just so peaceful, so calm, and it really just puts you in a right state of mind. Now, as we're walking along here on the towpath, I guess it's worth noting that on the right of us is Hendrick Island and Eagle Island. These are two islands that sit right in the Delaware River in between these two small towns on the PA side. And I think I remember as a kid, I used to go, you could actually tube down the Delaware, and there used to be a guy right off of Eagle Island that used to give out ice cream and drinks and whoever was tubing down and wanted to stop for something. Well, that brings us to the end of our video here as we head back to the Virginia Forrest Recreation Area. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, I appreciate you liking the video. And if you could subscribe, that'll give you notifications as we release more content. And wish you the best. Thanks for coming along, and happy hiking.